Box with more caution in this round. There he is, hitting his opponent with 2-3 jabs.
He hit you with everything, can take you out yet. Breathe in again, baby. Time for you.
Straight left
you
there.
You heard him in the last.
And there's the right hand again from Klitschko.
And you let it go.
This is impressive too, the concentration, the focus, even with the lead as dramatic as it is.
One thing I just noticed you don't see a lot of, they didn't take Klitschko's mouthpiece out, he's sitting on the stool with the mouthpiece still in. That's all you got to do. There's the right hand, gets through the gloves as the defense tries to keep it out, but sometimes it's finding its home.
The impressive thing about Wach's performance here is his legs don't even move that much. It's his body that moves off a big punch.
Another two big shots to open the round. Two very big shots. Welcome to 3 more minutes of punishment.
Klitschko with the right hand. Maybe he'll start up again, looking for a combination that can finish Wach.
You got to know he'd love to get the knockout. He's shucking and jiving a little bit here.
Jab back on target.
He stopped guys late too. I mean, I remember the fight against Eddie Chambers. He was totally dominant in a similar fashion to this. Chambers, a much smaller man, lasted, and with 5 seconds.
Very aggressive round by Klitschko. This is reminiscent of that 10-8 round.
Right hand by Klitschko again, followed up by a stiff jab.
I think he wants to end this one.
Just stalking his opponent. Throwing that jab and waiting for the right. Maybe the left hook too. A beauty landed there. He picks his spots with that left hook. Come on, Marco, come on!
I like how Wladimir still moving well, still on his toes. I don't sense the fatigue that Lou mentioned. Maybe a little bit. Still looks really good.
He's back strong this round. I think he just took a little bit of a breather. Yeah. He was able to take a breather and still dominate.
Right hand by Klitschko. He threw 51 punches in that last round, not like the 84, but that's still good work by a heavyweight.
His biggest problem tomorrow is going to be his hands are going to be sore from landing on this man's head all night long.
And Klitschko's footwork has been good throughout the fight.
I think Klitschko looks like he might have a small little cut on his left eye. He just wiped it away a little bit. Maybe just a tiny little cut.
If you could put a belt around the chin, you might put it around Wach's. Because God knows he has some chin. He's taken some huge punches, big right hands. The jab has kept him all night.
Can you see if does Klitschko look like he has a tiny little cut?
It looks like it's under the eye.
Under the left eye?
Under the left eye.
We'll have to see between rounds. I mean, it doesn't look like it's anything that's going to impact the fight.
Ooh, good solid left there.
Certainly not the 11th, end of the 11th round.
Klitschko continues to work, continues to look for an opening that can lead to a knockout. But it's tough to take down a man who's 6'8", 250 and has a chin of steel. And that's what Wach has shown us throughout this fight. Slides alone, should be proud of that. This is a Rocky-esque performance by Wach in terms of his toughness.
No, there's no question about his toughness.
You caught him with a jab. You know what, throwing punching. Let go, let your hand go this round. How do you got to fight this round?
I guess he's not cut because he doesn't look like to do any work on it.
Last round,
Oh, under the eye. It does look like there's a little bit there under the left eye.
There's a right hand that got through by
That was a great job of showing you where that cut came. Great camera work.
This is what we train for. Move and box. Just keep your rhythm, get your rhythm, keep it the whole round. Move and box.
Wach's going to survive partially because he wants to. I mean, he hasn't opened himself up enough. He hasn't taken enough chances to allow Klitschko to knock him out. And that's why I expect him probably at this point to last the distance.
He might not have the talent to be able to throw the punches he wants to, but he's got the toughness to absorb the punches that his opponents throw.
No question. Great shake.
But this is one of those beatings that's one of those terrible beatings that you don't maybe not necessarily recover in the long run from because it's just been so many shots.
So this is it, round 12 of 12, World Heavyweight Championship. Wladimir Klitschko looking for his 59th win. Will he get his 52nd KO? Will Mariusz Wach survive the barrage of punches he has seen all night long? Hope you're enjoying the action on Epix, the multi-platform premium entertainment service, and this has been entertainment.
There's a pretty good left hook right there. It looked like it knocked Wach off balance.
Yeah, look at this balance away a little bit.
Klitschko still looking to get that right hand through. Wach's not moving at all. Klitschko could just load up on it. Can he take the big man out?
The Wach's in survival mode right now.
That's all right. A little bit of mixed martial arts in the middle of the boxing ring.
Seems like that's the only way he's going to get Wladimir on the deck in this fight.
Eddie Cotton's done a tremendous job.
No better ref in a heavyweight fight than Eddie Cotton will do.
Could have thought about stopping it in the 8th round. Made the right decision. Will it end up in a Klitschko decision?
Boy, it ain't ended up in a Wach decision.
Here's Klitschko going with the left uppercut. After the right hand landed squarely on the face of Wach.
Unless one judge gave him the 5th round because of that one decent shot, I can't even comprehend this being anything other than a shutout.
It will be a shutout across the board.
Wladimir Klitschko, like the champion he is, still looking for a knockout. He's got to be exhausted to the amount of punches he's thrown. And Wach earning so much respect for a loss tonight. Sometimes it's greater than a win against a club fighter.
Well, you know that in the post-fight interview, Wladimir is going to give extreme props to Wach for having the kind of heart and the kind of durability that he has shown in this fight.
But that's all he has, heart and durability.
Final seconds of the fight. Wladimir Klitschko in dominant fashion as Mariusz Wach survives. What a performance by Klitschko.
The Klitschko brand of excellence continues in boxing.
Professionalism from the first bell to the last.
13 title defenses in the book for Wladimir Klitschko in this reign. It's going to be 20-2 in heavyweight championship fights covering 2 reigns. It's impressive. He's moving up the historical ladder. I know there's not a great opponent in front of him, but even guys like the great Joe Louis, Larry Holmes, some of the other champions ahead of him in terms of number of defenses, they fought a lot of secondary or mediocre type opponents also.
So he should go to 20-2, which would be 4th in heavyweight history behind Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, and Larry Holmes.
And that's a company that it's not unfair to put him in.
And by the way, in one reign, this will be his 13th defense. The only 2 guys ahead of him on that all-time list are Larry Holmes with 20 and Joe Louis with 25. And the replays from the 12th round look the same way they did from all the other rounds, where it's Mariusz Wach's face hitting Wladimir Klitschko's hand.
Vikings are tough by nature, and Wach showed us that tonight because 153 jabs landed, most of them to his face. And we talked about the importance of the jab for Wach.
Well, it became the biggest weapon for Klitschko. It became the biggest weapon.
Great point, Lou. Here's the power punch differential. 121 to 25. You said, Lou, at one point you didn't think Wach had landed many. And the total numbers. You don't need the stats tonight to confirm what we saw.
But those are dominant heavyweight stats. Those are some of the most dominant heavyweight stats you're going to see.
Did you see what his percentage was Wach's landed? Not very good.
Scorecard for Dan Rayfield.
Not a complicated fight, Bruce. 120-107. That's 12 rounds to nothing. I gave him the 10-8 round in that dominant 8th round, despite the fact that there was no knockdown. It was just an absolutely one-sided demolition. And all credit to Mariusz Wach for showing the kind of chin and heart that he showed to stay on his feet for 12 rounds.
But we had identical scorecards there.
Not hard to do, though.
Let's see if the judges all agree.
This is a fight that I don't think any judge can mess up.
Famous last words.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. You're okay, Dan. You're safe. You're not going to be ripping somebody in about an hour.
But Dan might rip him if it's 120-108.
It might be. It might be 120.
Listen, if anything, if Wladimir's total doesn't start with a 1-2-0, that's a problem. How there's not a single round that was even like borderline? Because even the 5th round where we talked about where he landed that one decent shot at the end of the round, it had been basically 2 minutes and 50 seconds of dominance from Klitschko. And it wasn't enough of a kind of shot to make you alter the
you know what?
The score.
Kudos, before the decision even comes in, kudos to Jonathan Banks.
Hey, there's 3 warriors. The Klitschkos and Stallone.
Well, you're absolutely right. I thought Jonathan Banks did a hell of a job.
Hell of a job tonight. Mariusz would be proud of not only his student, Wladimir Klitschko, but his student, Jonathan Banks. They both covered themselves in glory tonight. And they both really honored the memory of Emanuel Stewart. Good for them. Good for them.
And Banks might have had his best moment after that 5th round when Wach landed the punch and kept his cool.
Kept his cool wonderfully, sounded like Stewart in that corner, and Wladimir came out that next round and had a great round.
Not exactly like an angle, because I didn't hear him drop any F-bombs.
No F-bombs, but the spirit of Kronk was alive in that corner.
Wladimir, come here a second. Come over here. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Come over here.
That's great. That's the mutual respect that you see in this sport.
Great fight, gentlemen.
Waiting for Michael Buffer and the official decision, the official totals.
He was in great condition.
It should not be difficult to total up those numbers ringside.
He was in great condition, man. Great condition.
That could have been from any round in the fight. Just the right hand straight down the middle, right on the forehead. You see Wach close his eyes. Those are heavy shots. He's going to have a headache tomorrow, Lou.
Oh, bad headache. But you know what? How straight all those punches were the entire fight. That was so impressive. So efficient with his punching. So precise, so efficient. Great championship
12 heavyweight championship rounds. We go to the scorecards. Adelaide Bird and Michael Ancona scored at 120-107. Pasquale Procopio scores at 119-109. All 3 scores to the winner by unanimous decision. And still, unified heavyweight champion of the world, but the Steel Hammer, Wladimir Klitschko.
Win number 59 for Klitschko. It had to be exhausting, but it was pretty to watch.
I don't know what round that judge gave to Mariusz Wach. It better have been the 5th, because there's nothing else you could even think about to give him.
There are a lot of belts adorned to Klitschko, the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, and the ring championship belts. Dan hates alphabet soup, but he rightfully deserves all of them right now.
That man is a prototype for the 21st century heavyweight.
He's durable, and he's excellent.